Scientists and AI models discover that there's a 99.5% chance that God exists. Are you a believer in God, or do you question the existence of a higher power? Well, according to a recent study conducted by a team of scientists and AI models, there is a 99.5% chance that God exists. Now, before you dismiss this as just another baseless claim, let's take a closer look at how the scientists and AI models arrived at this conclusion. The team used a variety of methods, including mathematical models and simulations, to analyze patterns in the universe and detect any signs of an intelligent creator. They found that certain aspects of the universe, such as the precise values of physical constants and the fine-tuning of the laws of nature, suggest that the universe was intentionally designed for life. For example, the strength of gravity, the charge of an electron, and the mass of a proton are all finely tuned to allow for the formation of stable atoms, which are the building blocks of life. If these values were even slightly different, the universe would be unable to support life as we know it. Furthermore, the team also analyzed the concept of consciousness and found that it is not easily explainable by purely physical means. They argue that the existence of consciousness suggests the existence of a non-physical aspect to reality, which is consistent with the concept of a higher power or God. Now, it's important to note that this study does not prove the existence of God beyond a doubt. However, it does provide strong evidence in favor of the idea. Of course, there are still many questions to be answered and many mysteries of the universe that we have yet to uncover. But this study offers a fascinating perspective on the question of God's existence. So, what do you think? Are you convinced by the evidence presented by the scientists and AI models? Or do you still have doubts about the existence of a higher power? Another example of a study that supports the existence of God is the study of cosmology. Cosmology is the study of the origin, evolution, and ultimate fate of the universe. Scientists have discovered that the universe has very specific conditions that are necessary for life to exist. This is known as the fine-tuning of the universe. If any of the physical constants or laws of nature were even slightly different, life as we know it could not exist. This has led some scientists to argue that the universe was designed with life in mind, and that the designer could be God. Additionally, some scientists have studied the nature of consciousness and have found that it is difficult to explain solely through materialistic means. Consciousness is the subjective experience of being aware and having thoughts, feelings, and sensations. While it is possible to study the physical brain and observe the neurons firing, it is difficult to explain why these physical processes give rise to subjective experience. This has led some scientists to argue that consciousness is non-physical and could be evidence of a higher power or God. It's important to note that while these studies and arguments provide evidence for the existence of God, they are not definitive proof. The existence of God is a philosophical and theological question that may never be fully answered through empirical scientific study alone.